Hello everyone. So now we will continue our rook versus pawn endgame. So in last video we have discussed about shoulder charging and we will continue that topic. So in this position you can see we will implement that shoulder charging. Basically shoulder charging is kind of king pushing, like our king can push the black king here. So white king can push black king so that this black king can go in the front of this pawn, and meanwhile this white king can come nearby this pawn, and then we will attack from a rook somehow and win this pawn. So that is the idea of the shoulder charging. So now, so in this position we will implement one more concept, which is time gaining check. So check is beneficial in this position when we will get some time to give a shoulder charging here, shoulder attack, basically like football player giving a shoulder attack to other, shoulder charging basically. Yeah, so rook f8 check is very beneficial because after king e2 yeah, king e2 is basically this king want to push this pawn, and also if there is a check we will go here and again here, something like that. Okay, so basically this black king want to draw this game, and that's why this is okay if we give several check, and this will continue like that. But now we have this move, this rook to g8 attacking this pawn, and yeah, for this king will come on f3 to defend this pawn. Now our king, which is white, will come to d3, give a shoulder charging and push this king towards this area on g file, maybe g file or maybe here on h file, so that this king will come nearby this pawn. That's the idea. Now again what will we do, we will just push this pawn, and after push this pawn we will give a check first. Now you can see we don't have any square right now, only two square are available to this king here and here. So king will go anyway in king g2, then we will move our king on e2, give a shoulder charging again, and after that king has to move, let's say on g1. Then we can simply go with this rook g8 attacking this pawn, and king has to defend this one or maybe push this pawn. So king will defend on g2. In that case we simply uh, play rook g5, a waiting move, so that king will go anywhere else, uh, uh, and we can jump on in these square. So let's say king move to h3, and we will jump to f3 so that we can win this pawn. After, if any push is there, simply we will take that by rook. So this is the idea behind this kind of position. Now we will see another one. All right, so similar kind of structure, we have pawn here and king, and our white king, strong king, is nearby the king, so it can be good for shoulder charging. All right, so now what we can do, first we will go with this rook check, rook e2 check. Now king has to move, so king will move to towards the pawn, so king f3, Then we will move on the rook a8. The idea could be rook can come from e file and f file to attack here pawn or king, and after king move we will move our king here. So this check is very important. So now pawn push, let's say e3, and now we have this rook f8 check because of these all squares are already taken by white. So king has to move, black king has to move on king e2. Then we simply push our king, and this is a shoulder charging idea, so that now king has to move king d3. Simply we will come nearby this pawn, and after rook will come to e8, then we can simply win this pawn. Or maybe we can go first this check, rook d8 is also winning. Now because we don't have any square which this black king can protect this pawn, so simply if king move and then we simply capture this pawn. All right, so next position. Okay. Okay, I think that's all from my side. Thank you.